Hello guys, it is me, Vanguard, and today I am bringing you a deck profile of Royal Paladin, and this is really the last straw because I have been trying to record this video. I tried twice this morning, and I tried twice this evening, which was just literally a couple of minutes ago, when I finally decided it's the last straw, that if I can get this video done now, so if you're watching this video right now, then I recorded it well, so thumbs up for me. And for not actually quitting to make a video for you guys, and I am doing this for you guys, and plus last video was the trial deck opening for my Royal Paladins, and this is the trial deck with some extras from the new booster set. So gonna get into it. Mindless Forerunner effect, then GB1, Cabos 1. I'm not even gonna go over Generation Break because, no offense, but you really should know the how Generation Break works. So Generation Break 1, Cabos 1, put him to soul, call a grade 2 from deck. Next we'll run 4 Outer Mile. GB2, during your turn your front row gains 5k. And Cabos 1, when you stride over him, you can choose 2 cards. You may choose 2 cards from your hand, call them to separate rearguards. Call them to separate rearguards, and then choose any of your units on the field and they gain 5k. That can even be your new stride unit that you just strode over with. So that is pretty good. Next, I run for Marinus. His effect is Generation Break 1, Cabos 1, Sorbos 1. When he attacks a Vanguard, you can Superior Call a grade 2 from deck, and then when you ride him, you use Sorbos 1 to call a unit from your hand. Well, you can choose a card from your hand and call it. You can just do Sorbos 1 to give a unit plus 5k, and in other words, his last skill is basically a power down version of Outer Mile skill, and a lot more easier to pull off, which is Sorbos 1, you may call one from hand and give one of your units plus 5k onto grade 2s, 3 of the 12k attacker, pretty standard, and plus my grade 2 lineup is pretty tight and necessary. Next, for Night Fragment, GB1, when you have another grade 2 on the field, he becomes 11k, and when he is an 11k, so if you have another grade 2 on the field and you're on Generation Break 1, he gains the skill, which is when he hits a Vanguard, you Soul Charge 1 and unflip for damage, so pretty good with the whole helping with your damage. Next, I run 4 copies of Night Twin Sword. His effect is GB1, Cabos 1, when he attacks and is being boosted. He has to attack the Vanguard though. You can call the grade 2, but it can't be Night Twin Sword, so you can't loop it. So very good. And he's also good with a upcoming card in GB2, which his effect is Cabos 1, Sorbos 1. When he is placed on the rearguard circle and you have a Vanguard with Outer Mile in its card name, you can Superior Call something from your deck. So that's pretty good. Next, for grade 1, I run for standard perfect cards. I run the budget ones because these ones can block anything. Vanguard or rearguard, while the unflipper ones do unflip, but they can only guard the vanguard, so that actually will be pretty bad against Draconic Overlord the X and the new upcoming Draconic Kaiser Crimson, which I have actually mentioned in my Christmas vlog. So if you do want to hear me rant about that broken ass card, which every Narukami player probably will play if they have the Vermilions all the way back from BTO 6, Breaker of Limits, or if they do have a campaign, which they're doing in Japan, it's a revival campaign, so pretty good. Next I run for the Stride Helper. When he is placed on rare, search for your main grade 3, which in this case is Altamile. And in Oracle Think Tank you search for Sasuno. In Kagero you search for Draconic Blade Master. And all these units share the same skill from hand, which you can ditch this to pay the cost for Stride. So he essentially becomes a grade 3 during Stride, if you want to Stride. Next I run 2 of the Soul Blast 2, draw 1. Very good for getting rid of the soul and getting hand advantage. And next, a very interesting 4 of, I run 4 Knife Shield Bash. I run him just because he's a 7k, that when he is in the front row, he can swing for 9k. Very good. And also, he is really good for rushing. Say if you have 2 copies of him in hand and another grade 1, say for example this guy, and your opponent went first, you would ride him, call this and call this. I would swing for 9 and then swing for 7. If they didn't get any triggers for this guy, then I can risk it for a trigger. And if they didn't get a trigger with this card's attack, then, and if they get a trigger with this guy, then I can give it all to him, attack for 9. So you can probably see where I'm coming from. Most grade 2s nowadays that people use are a power 9k, so that's very good. For triggers, I run standard for heal. I'm running 2 Night of Flash for the Tiger. I'm running 4 Margal, which his effect is, which everyone should know by now. His effect is, when he's on rear guard, you shove him to the soul, and choose a unit gains 3k. Now this is an interesting choice. I run 2 stands, mainly because her effect is real good and she is a good recycling stand. She is always a nice 2-off in the deck, which in Vanguard you should expect the unexpected, because people build decks how they want. So if I do have a rearguard that has a lot of power on it, then I can just stand it with this guy, with S-Check. And her effect is, when she's placed on the rearguard circle, Generation Break 1, you choose 2 units, and they gain 3000 power. So kind of like Margle's skill, but a bit better. And instead of Margle going back into deck, unlike her, he goes to the soul, she goes back into deck. So She is basically Battle Riser and Turbo Riser, but we're kind of with a better effect, to be honest. Next, for the strides, I am running 4 copies of Garblade. He is your Triadic stride. And his effect is, when he is on from the Vanguard circle, when his attack hits the Vanguard, you can Superior Call a grade 2 or greater from deck. Pretty good. And then the most expensive card on the deck, which I will be getting 2 of pretty soon, I hope. 2 Saint Blow Dragon. This will be bumped up to 4. So his effect is, you do a Persona Flip. So choose a face down copy of Saint Blow Dragon, turn it face up from your G zone. Goes from face down to face up, so you can't use that Saint Blow. And then the Vanguard on the Saint Blow on the Vanguard circle gains 3000 power for every rear guard, and if you have 2 or more face up stride units in your G zone, he gains 1 crit. So that is really good. Now, if you enjoyed this video, then please give this video a like, and give my channel a good subscribe, and please put your thoughts in the comment section below, and please tell me what decks you guys are going for in the Generation series. So I'll see you all in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Peace.